Today's session is based on the questions received from viewers. The first question which I received, that whether the tax limit increase from 5 to 7 lakh rupees will benefit to people or not. We have two tax regime, one is the old one and the second one is new one. In the old one, there are different kind of rebates and the standard deductions, but in the new tax regime, there is no any standard deduction, there is no rebate at all. So, those who are interested for savings, they should have to go to old regime, and those are not interested for savings, so certainly this new slab will give benefit to the people who are having income from rupees 5 to the people who have taxable income and their taxable income has increased from 5 to 7 lakh. It is specifically for salaried class and the pensioners. The basic purpose behind this revamp of this limit from 5 to 7. So, the finance minister has focused on that the people they should have to switch from old to new regime. So, this is the spirit behind increasing this limit from 5 to 7 lakh rupees. And there is a one kind of rebate regarding in the ATD regarding the medical benefits in the old regime. So, in the new regime no any rebate is given, and that certainly the health, because the people who are taking health cover, so there is no any benefit will be, but however, if they are getting income more than 5 lakh through they have taken any insurance out of it, so that will be rebate out of it, and higher of 5 lakh, so they will have to pay taxes on that. Certainly, the insurance company will be affected with this new tax regime, because the people they are not getting any benefit of this health cover, because there is no any rebate or the benefit is given by government in the new tax slab. There is a the second one, because the tax structure that is also changed in the new tax regime, specifically for, because 3 to 6 lakh 5% tax, 6 to 9 lakh 10% tax, 9 to 12 15% and 12 to 15 20%, क्योंकि 30% तो ऑलरेडी था. तो जो 12 to 15 के बीच में जो 20% जो टैक्स जो रिड्यूस किया है, उससे क्या होगा कि लोगों के हाथ में जो डिस्पोजेबल इनकम क्या होगी, ज़्यादा होगी. और डिस्पोजेबल इनकम क्या होती है, आपकी जो आपकी इनकम है उसमें से पर्सनल इनकम है, उसमें से जो आपके पर्सनल टैक्स आप माइनस कर देते हैं, तो आपकी क्या बचती है, डिस्पोजेबल इनकम. सो द पीपल दे विल हैव मोर डिस्पोजेबल इनकम देयर हैंड्स, और वो डिस्पोजेबल इनकम किसके ऊपर आएगी, दे विल स्पेंड ऑन कंज्यूमर गुड्स, और अल्टीमेटली दैट मनी विल गो बैक टू मार्केट एंड दैट विल गिव द opportunity for the higher investment by the industrialists and by the other sector of the, or maybe the agricultural sector. So, that will give the higher opportunities for that. So, disposable income that will increase by reducing that slab from the 12 to 15 that has decreased from 30 to 20%. The second question that is asked by the viewers, that because in this budget specifically MSME that is also focused on that. So, MSME, that is a welcoming point for MSME, because the turnover 3 crore those who are getting in annually, so they are free from tax. So, that will give opportunities to youth to switch over to MSMEs. So, that is enhancing the self employment activities. So, second question that is asked by the viewers. The third important questions that was asked, whether in what kind of the budget you do feel in your eye, if you are taking in totality of this budget, so what kind of budget you will do feel. Specifically, this present budget is for infrastructural development, and whenever infrastructural development will be taking place, so certainly that will helping to each and every sector of country, because in this there are 10,000 crore outlay is kept for infrastructure. However, the one part I feel that is missing in it, because private sector is not included, and the last few years if you see this present government, so government wants to spend all money in infrastructure by themselves. So, they do not want to include private sector. So, in this no private sector is included. So, now the question arises, if the government has put so much outlay for this infrastructural base, from where the money will come. So, money will come because if you see in last budget, there is 27 lakh crore that is in from the personal tax and even the GST, and now this time the government has estimated that they will get 30 lakh crores in the form of the collection of the revenue or the collection of the taxes in both income tax as well as in GST, including GST. And specifically this purpose of this budget, ki how the speed of country or the speed of economy, because the finance minister has estimated that the growth rate will be between 6 to 7%. However, there is a slowdown is all the countries if you see at the globe level. So, 6-7% if the finance minister is hoping. So, it seems that the government is thinking to spend lots of money for infrastructural development, and that infrastructural development will create such an opportunities for investors, more and more maybe for individual about to start their businesses, or about MSME, or about the other sector, those who want to make investment in their productive activities. So, when the infrastructure will be increasing, so ultimately that will be giving benefit to that sector of that country. So, what we can say? We can say in totality, specifically for those who are thinking regarding the budget, ki what kind of budget is this. So, it means we will have to make in a specific way to make the evaluation of this budget in a right spirit. The third question that is asked, because the limit saving limit of specific the senior citizens, or in our country the senior citizens, those are more than 60 years of age, that has increased from 15 to 30 lakh rupees. So, just 15 to 30 lakh rupees. So, if suppose there was no any age bar in this 15 to 30 lakh rupees, those who are interested, so they can make their savings just double from 15 lakh to 30 lakh. So, to my mind, as I do feel ki how many people they have so much money in their hand, 30 lakhs, so they can be able to make more savings specific in the age group of 60 and the above 60 years of age. So, that is if suppose age bar that was not there in this, so that could be a that can cap that can include more and more people. So, that can be benefited with this by increase of limit of this 15 lakh to 30 lakh rupees. And the another question that is asked by viewers regarding the digital library. The one new concept that is added in the establishment of digital library specifically for children and the adolescents, and many times we have seen so many jokes and the cartoons on the online classes, and but in the pandemic we have also taken online classes because we were not having any options left for it. But specifically to my mind, if because the mind set of even the children or youths, so they somewhere are interested to some extent in the online classes and the online material. So, by establishment of this digital library for children and youths, I think that will be also beneficial for them. Because they can get good variety of the kind of books, good teaching material, good teaching literature. So, that can be beneficial to youth as well as to children if they want to opt for such kind of measures. The next question that is asked by viewers regarding about the, because agriculture is a basic need of our, and every time we are worried about this this agricultural sector, because even the government, even the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, many times he has repeated in his speech double income of farmers. So, whether the double income can be possible, all the provisions that has been kept in this budget. So, if I see regarding adoption of natural farming, the farmers 1000 crore farmers, so they will be. However, that is not clear ki how all these 1000 crore farmers they will be included in this to opting from natural, shifting from traditional to natural farming. So, if government provides such kind of facility to farmers or such kind of infrastructure, so maybe the cost of cultivation that may be decreased because of this natural farming. Income of farmers that may be, but that will be we can see there such kind of results in future. But the basic what I do feel, the basic challenge in front of government nowadays, ki how the farmers they can be transformed, or they can be diversify in their crop, in their agricultural crops, or how the seeds and the availability of fertilizers or the research and development that can be done in such a way, so that the farmer they can be able to grow more and more in their farms. So, this is also one of big challenge, and credit facility the farmers they can get timely. The farmers who are having the small holdings, so how these small holdings can be converted into the economic holdings. So, these are the biggest challenges for government as well in front of farmers. So, how can be able to increase their produce. So, we have I had taken few questions of which I had received from viewers. So, and one I do feel that is one is also a encouraging step that is taken by government by establishment of 30 India International Skilled Institutions. So, our youth they can be trained, they can take training, and these training can be helpful to get overseas employment to outside country. So, that is one of the welcoming step we can see in this budget. So, if you do feel ki any sector that can be elaborated in detail, so you put a comment on my or even you can send me email, because all these questions I have received through email. So, you can put a comment in comment box, so that I can prepare such kind of